it was kind of funny. About a week ago, I asked Travis. I said, "So when are you going to when are you going to announce the engagement?" He said, "Whenever Taylor says so."
First
That's a
lesson.
smart man.
First
You're
lesson
off
of
to a
being
good
married.
start.
Are you prepared? Are you and Donna prepared for what's ahead? I mean, this is going to be like a royal wedding type of atmosphere.
I think we're as prepared as you can be for something like this. Uh, I kind of look at it the same way that I'm sure the Swifts do. This is still the little kid they raised at home. Okay. Yes, they've both had a lot of success in their endeavors, and they get a lot of notoriety and a lot of attention, but they're still the same people that we raised, and it just makes you feel good to see a couple this much in love.
Ed Kelce didn't hold back when it came time to share the real story behind Travis Kelce's proposal to Taylor Swift, and his words quickly gave fans a glimpse into one of the most anticipated moments in pop culture and sports. Ed said he'd seen this proposal coming for months, maybe even longer, and he'd been expecting Travis to pop the question as early as last year's NFL season. The excitement built not just for Travis and Taylor, but for everyone in both families. And Ed made it clear that the happiness he saw between them was unmatched. We actually went to a thing in KC Sunday night, which was an ESPN airing of The Kingdom, and went to that, and his mother and I went with him back to his house for dinner, where Taylor made dinner, and we had a wonderful dinner with them. Outside on the patio, and to just watch the two of them, just crazy about each other. It's truly kind of neat, Ed shared, painting a vivid picture of a close-knit family moment. That dinner, set on a quiet patio with Taylor preparing the meal herself, was just another sign for Ed that these two were meant to be. The story behind the proposal was, as Ed revealed, a blend of planning, family anticipation, and a little push from both sides. He said the big moment happened about 2 weeks ago, after several weeks of prodding from myself and Scott Swift. Both dads, clearly eager for the next chapter, kept nudging things along, and Ed joked that he needed another grandchild to add to the others, drawing laughs from everyone listening. Ed explained that he'd known Travis was planning something special, but that the details were kept quiet, so the surprise would be real. He said, "He got her out there. They were about to go out to dinner, and he said, 'Let's go out and have a glass of wine.' They got out there, and that's when he asked her, and it was beautiful. The moment was intimate. Just the two of them in a quiet setting before dinner, and as soon as Taylor said yes, the couple started FaceTiming both sets of parents, Ed and Donna and Taylor's folks, wanting everyone to know right away and to share in their happiness. For Ed, watching his son with Taylor was something special, and he couldn't help but reflect on how good they are together. They're just so good together, and they're just so happy. I haven't seen him happier." He said that Travis was going to wait a little longer, maybe put off the proposal for another week to make it a bigger affair, but the anticipation got the best of them. Taylor was starting to get a little antsy, and Ed told Travis, "You could do it on the side of the road. Do it any place that makes it a special event. When you get down on one knee and ask her to marry you." The wisdom and warmth in Ed's advice pushed Travis to go for the moment that felt right, and it ended up being perfect for them. The timing, the backyard scene, and the way they included their families immediately created a memory that everyone in their circle would treasure. Subscribe for more candid family stories and inside scoops on your favorite stars. Ed continued to share details about the lead-up to the proposal, saying that both families had been expecting this moment for a while. Travis's mother and Taylor's parents had all sensed it was coming, and the excitement was shared by everyone involved. In describing the proposal, Ed's pride was clear, and he talked about how Travis made the moment his own, balancing romance with authenticity. He explained that Travis wanted to do something grand, but in the end, the real magic was the simplicity and intimacy of the setting. The couple's happiness was undeniable, and Ed described how Taylor's reaction was pure joy, her answer immediate, and the celebrations began right away. The FaceTime calls that followed were filled with laughter, happy tears, and toasts from both families, everyone wanting to be part of the special night. The anticipation for this engagement had been building for months, with fans and media speculating about when Travis would finally ask the big question. Ed said he'd felt it coming, and he and Scott Swift, Taylor's father, even shared jokes about how long it was taking. The two dads, both eager for a new addition to the family tree, enjoyed teasing their kids, and Ed's joke about needing another grandchild brought an extra smile to the occasion. The night of the proposal, Taylor had gone out of her way to create a cozy dinner at Travis's house, showing her care and thoughtfulness. Ed described the meal as wonderful, and said the evening was filled with easy conversation, laughter, and that unmistakable spark between Taylor and Travis. After dinner, Travis suggested they step out on the patio for a glass of wine, setting the stage for the big moment. Away from the noise and cameras, with just the two of them and the stars overhead, Travis got down on one knee and asked Taylor to marry him. The news traveled fast, with the first calls going to Ed and Donna, then to Taylor's parents. The two families celebrated over FaceTime, and soon after, the world would learn of the engagement through an Instagram post that brought fans to tears and sent social media into overdrive. Ed talked about how Travis had considered making the proposal a bigger public event, but that he and Scott both agreed it should be about what felt right for Taylor and Travis, not about spectacle. The couple's decision to keep things intimate was praised by everyone close to them, and Ed's pride in his son's choice was clear. The happiness Ed saw in Travis was unlike anything he'd witnessed before, and he said the couple's connection was obvious to anyone who spent time with them. Taylor's warmth and generosity had quickly endeared her to the Kelce family, and Ed spoke fondly of the way she fit right in, from sharing family dinners to cheering at Chiefs games. The anticipation for the proposal had been an open secret within both families, and when it finally happened, the joy was contagious. The engagement, Ed said, was a celebration not just of love, but of two families coming together. Friends and relatives sent congratulations, and the story of the proposal quickly became the talk of group chats, family gatherings, and, of course, the internet. Ed's lighthearted joke about needing another grandchild added levity to the moment, and he said he was looking forward to more family milestones in the years to come. The entire Kelce and Swift families were thrilled, and the engagement party that followed was filled with laughter, music, and heartfelt toasts. Taylor's parents, Scott and Andrea, joined in the celebrations, and the two families raised glasses to the newly engaged couple, toasting not just to the proposal, but to the journey ahead. The simplicity and sincerity of the proposal made it even more meaningful, and Ed's account of the night captured the spirit of the occasion perfectly. Travis and Taylor's story, from their first meeting to their engagement, had become an inspiration to fans everywhere, and Ed's behind-the-scenes perspective gave everyone a glimpse into the genuine love story at the heart of all the headlines. Want more family insights and relationship stories from the stars? Subscribe now for all the latest. The aftermath of the proposal was pure joy, with Travis and Taylor taking time to celebrate privately before sharing their news with the world. The families continued to exchange calls and messages, and the excitement didn't let up for days. Ed's reflections on the proposal revealed not just his pride as a father, but his happiness at seeing his son find true love. The story of Travis's proposal to Taylor Swift had all the ingredients of a modern fairy tale: romance, family, laughter, and the kind of happiness that comes from finding your perfect match. Ed's advice, encouragement, and of course, his signature sense of humor helped make the moment unforgettable, and everyone who heard the story felt a little closer to the couple at the center of it all. The engagement marked a new chapter for both families, and Ed's words will be remembered as the joyful, heartfelt backdrop to one of the most memorable proposals in recent memory.